everyone. I'm Koala Teacher from One English Academy, here to help with your homework. It's going to be fun. You'll see. If we go too fast, don't worry. Just hit pause. Take your time and catch up. It's all because if you hold on tight, we'll learn and grow. With every step, the more you'll know. Are you ready? Let's go! Today, we'll be reviewing Unit 7, My Body. In this unit, we learned how to say, oops, I'm sorry, and that's okay. We also learned 2 new action words, clap your hands and stomp your feet. We also learned sit down, jump, run, skip, and walk. We learned the different parts of our body, like head, shoulders, our knees, and our toes. When someone asks the question, what can you do? 너 뭐 할 수 있어? We learned how to say, I can touch my ears. I can touch my eyes. I can touch my nose. I can touch my shoulders. And I can touch my toes. Are you ready to get started with today's homework? Let's go! On page 56, the directions say match. In number 1, we see a picture of a girl that says, oops, I'm sorry. It looks like she's in a classroom. So we'll match it to the picture of the other girl in the classroom. And she says, that's okay. 괜찮아. In number 2, Scott says, oops, I'm sorry. He looks like he's outside. So we'll connect it to the picture of Andy. He says, that's okay. And he's outside. And our last picture, Jenny says, oops, I'm sorry. The boy says, that's okay. Great job. Let's go to the next page. On page 57, the directions say to match. We need to match the pictures for clap your hands and stamp your feet. In number 1, what are they doing? Are they clapping their hands or stamping their feet? Very good. They're stamping their feet. What about number 2? Great. Clap your hands. For numbers 3, 4, and 5, I'd like you to do it and we'll check your answers. Ready to check? Number 3 is clap your hands. Number 4 is stamp your feet. And number 5 is clap your hands. Double check your answers. In part C, the directions say to number. We're going to find the right action word and write down the number. For example, in number 1, we need to find a picture of the girl sitting down. Standing, skipping, jumping, running. Here it is. Sit down. Number 1. What about number 2? Can you find the picture where she boing jumps? Good, right here. For numbers 3, 4, and 5, I'd like you to do it on your own. Then we'll check your answers. Here we go. Ready to check. Number 3 is right here. Run. Number 4, skip. And number 5, walk. Great job. Check your answers and let's keep going. On page 58, the directions say to circle. We'll look at the picture on the left side and circle the picture that matches. For example, in number 1, it's a picture of a head. So we need to circle the picture of the head. Number 2, shoulders. Can you find the picture of shoulders? Oh, right here. 하나 더 있네. There's one more. Right here. For numbers 3 and 4, I'd like you to do it and we'll check your answers. Are you ready? Number 3, we're looking for knees. Right here and here. Number 4, we're looking for toes. Here and here. Great job. Let's go to the next page. On page 59, we need to match. Let's read the sentences. Number 1, I can touch my knees. I can touch my knees. We'll match it to the picture of the boy touching his knees. Number 2, I can touch my shoulders. Which one is the picture of the boy touching his shoulders? Good, right here. I can touch my head. Right here. And I can touch my toes. Right here. Great job. Let's keep going. On page 60, the directions say to match. There's a lot of matching today. In number 1, we're going to match the animals together. So we see a picture of a tiger. We'll match it to the tiger. Number 2, whose ears are those? The bunny's ears. And whose mouth is that? The lion's mouth. And last is someone's nose. The dog's nose. Great job. For part B, we need to draw. We're going to draw the eyes, the ears, the mouth, and the nose. Ready? Where do your eyes go? Good. Right here. It doesn't have to be perfect, but try your best. Now, where do the ears go? Good, right here. And what about the mouth? Right here. And finally, the nose. Great job. Let's go to the next page. On page 61, the directions say number and write. The question is, what can you do? 너는 뭐 할 수 있어? Number 1 is a picture of knees, touching knees. Number 2 is a picture of touching ears. Number 2 is a picture of touching ears. And number 3 is a picture of touching toes. Number 4, touching your eyes. Let's write down our numbers first. Number 1, which picture shows her touching her knees? Great, right here. Number 2 is ears. Can you find the picture of the girl touching her ears? Right here. And number 3, where's the picture of the girl touching her toes? Great, right here. And last, touching her eyes. Very nice. Now we need to write. Number 1, I can touch my ears is all done. Next one, I can touch my eyes. Next, I can touch my knees. Great, and our last one, I can touch my toes. Great job! Check your spelling and we'll go to the next page. On page 62, you will do this page by yourself. You need to circle and say. For example, in number 1, that's the letter U. The sound it makes is So we will circle the word that sounds like right here. Umbrella. Then in part B, you need to match and trace. In number 1, we see the letter U. We'll match it to the word umbrella and then match it to the lowercase u and trace. 혼자서 잘할 수 있죠? 다 끝나고 나서, when you're all done, I'll see you on the last page. On page 63 in part C, it says to trace and write. Remember, trace means to 따라서 글쓰기. In number 1, the question says, what can you do? 따라서 말하면 돼요. What can you do? What can you do? I can touch my toes. I can touch my toes. Great job. Number 2. What can you do? What can you do? I can clap my hands. I can clap my hands. Great job. Let's trace. And number 3. What can you do? What can you do? I can run. I can run. Great. Let's trace. And number 4. What can you do? What can you do? I can jump. I can jump. Great job. Let's trace. And we're all done. You did an awesome job today. I'm so proud of you. Keep up the great work. You know what to do. I hope you'll miss me and be ready to play. Koala Teacher will see you in the next video, okay? Bye!